Hello everyone, this is Lakshmikant Shinde. I am going to discuss a topic called business process reengineering. These are some of the outlines of the topic. First we will see evolution of BPR, then fundamental concepts of BPR, then requirements of BPR, then benefits of BPR, and at the end we will see the overview how BPR is implemented. In early 90s, when most of the companies were growing in their areas, they were facing problem of productivity, integrity and other issues. So for this, three people from the industries like Dr. Michael Hammer, James Champy and Thomas Davenport provided a solution in the form of BPR. So in this manner, these three people conceptualize the idea of BPR for the organization, redesign and restructuring. So according to Michael Hammer, he said business reengineering is the fundamental rethinking and redesign of business processes to achieve dramatic improvements in a critical contemporary measures of the performance. So we will see each bit of this definition in detail. First is a business reengineering. It is all about restructuring, redesign the business. It is a fundamental rethinking. We have to fundamentally rethink that what problem company is facing and what solution we can get, where we are now and after implementation of BPR, where we will reach in terms of goals and mission. And redesign of a business processes. So before discussing how we are going to redesign our business, I would like to focus on the term called business processes. Business process is nothing but a set of activities, set of core operations that are carried out in the organization. So in a company, there is a department called production department, sales department, marketing department, HR department and etc. All these departments are having some core set of activities that are called as a business processes. So we have to redesign that business process. We have to redesign that department. Why? Because there are some problem with that department. That is why we have to go for the BPR. Why we have to redesign that business process? To achieve a dramatic improvements. BPR help the organization to do a good improvements in a contemporary, we can say critical contemporary measures of a performance. So every company organization that sustain in a market has some parameters of judgment, we can say. So cost is one parameter of performance, quality is again a parameter of performance, service and speed. So BPR in this manner help the organization to redesign business process to achieve a dramatic improvements in these four aspects of the organization. Next point is requirements of BPR. This is also called as a prerequisite for a BPR implementation. First prerequisite is that a company need to create the organizational structure. It means company need to do the analysis of their business. Company need to understand their organization in terms of how many departments it is having, how many employees it is having, what type of product it produces, what different services it offers and etc. Second is we require some management systems. We require some information systems as a part of important aspect in the BPR, because during the implementation of BPR, most of the information is created in the form of item, raw materials, finished goods. So that information should get translated, should get communicated to each and every aspect of the department. So we require some information systems. Third, job descriptions. We require some expert people, we require some experienced people. They know how to carry out this activity. So they are going to offer idea of implementation. They are going to create teams of BPR implementation, and they are going to help them in the process of BPR. Fourth point is performance measurements. It is all about measuring the performance of the department which are in the process of BPR. Okay, so how much time the departments are taking in the process, have all the elements of that department have covered, how much time it is taking, how people are responding in the transition, and at the end, as a result, how the BPR is taking place. So all that sense, we have to measure the performance of a company with respect to people and departments. Then skill development. In order to lead the BPR process, people who are leading the BPR should have some skills, like they should have a team management skills, they should have a good leadership qualities, they should have a good communication skill, and in addition to that, importantly, they should have a skills of departments, how each and every department works, how many elements are there, how to move from one transition of department to the next transition. In this manner, they should have a proper skill set. Next is a training. Training is a very important element, or we can say prerequisite for a BPR, because before BPR, the people in your organization traditionally carrying your business. After implementation of BPR, your business is automatized in a computer form. So everything should be trained. They should get a proper training, how to use a computer system, how to handle different activities, and how to go forward with the computer systems. Next is a IT resources. We have to use some IT resources for the successful implementation of BPR. So IT resources, like we require computer system, we require some softwares, we require some custom softwares, we require some legacy softwares. So all that will help the organization to implement a BPR in a successful manner. So we can say, in this manner, BPR impacts every aspect of how the organization runs its business. Next is the benefits of BPR. A successful BPR can result in a dramatic performance improvements, such as increase in a profits, because it is possible that profit is increased because most of your business processes have merged that have no importance today in the business. So time it has taken less and profit is increased. Better business practices. Before BPR, you had no standards of manufacturing, you had no standards of sales activity, you had no standards. So that is why you had not been recognized. So today you follow a global practices of doing the business. So BPR help in that sense. Third, enormous cost reductions. As most of the business activities have merged that were not important, so in that sense, costs related to machineries and tools also have reduced, and costs related to the people also have reduced in terms of salary, we can say, or in terms of integration. Then dramatic improvements in a productivity. Okay, so as profit is increased, you are having better business practices and cost is reduced, ultimately productivity will increase and increase in the quality. After BPR, it is possible you can increase the quality in the product, quality in the service. This is implementation process of BPR. First phase is a begin organizational change. Second is building the re-engineering organization. Third, identifying BPR opportunities. Fourth, understanding the existing process. Fifth, re-engineering the process. Sixth, blueprint new business system. And seventh, perform the transformation. So all these 7 phases technically we will speak in one of the coming slide in a more detail. So that's all from me. That is the introduction bit on BPR. Thank you very much.